Hey everybody, we're going to be talking about using the Quick Sampler today, but right before that, if any of you are looking for any one-on-one lessons or, custom training, check out the link down below, but let's jump right into this topic today. Hey everybody, I want to talk about one part of Logic today that I think is just so cool right now, and it's right up there with any of the best workstations out there, and that's its really easy sampling features. So I was just pulling a little bit of one of the Eagles songs here, this one right there that my mouse is over, and you can do like capturing of sound from iTunes that way, whatever, it's fine. I'm not stealing the song as much as I just want to use the little bit of that kick drum, which is so awesome right at the beginning. That's just one of the best kicks I've ever heard. And I want to be able to layer that in with some of my projects. So I've got this. Let me just do a quick export here. And we're going to take this right into what we have with our Logic stuff. And so I'm going to do lossless, export. Just put it on the desktop for the moment. So now we're in Logic, and we're going to come to our desktop. We're going to pull this out. We're going to pull it out just into a track because I haven't isolated it yet. That's just the whole first part of the song. So now I think it's right here. Let's pull that out into the Quick Sampler optimized. And let me get my sound turned on here so we can hear this. Output. Okay, cool. Just like that. So, get that right to the beginning. I love that sound. Now there is a little bit of other stuff happening there, but not much. So I'm just going to trim that down. So now I just pulled that out from the song. There's just one hit in that song right at the beginning where it goes dun 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 dun, and it's pretty clean as you can hear. And I just used my marquee tool to select it, pulled it over into my track header area onto the optimized Quick Sampler, trimmed it a little bit, did a little bit of a fade here, and now I've got that pulled out. And we can use that on any one of our songs. In fact, we could use it as a drum duplicate, so we can just add it in and layer it, or we can use the drum replacement tool. Let's see, undo. We could do the drum replacement tool right here. We don't have a thing selected, but the Control D would do that. So Control D. Yeah, it's not letting me do that right this moment. There we go. So we could actually come through and use this as the drum replacement or doubling tool. But I just love how easy it is to be able to just sample things and use them however we want. So we can even pull that down. I want to go into Quick Sampler for a second and maybe adjust a couple other settings here. I don't know if I want to do the follow tempo or not. I do. Gets rid of some of the artifacts when things get stretched out as you play them lower on the keyboard. Okay, cool. A few other things we could do with this. Of course, if we wanted to, we could just put this into a drum kit designer as well. The one nice thing about doing it with this is that we can change the pitch. We could add other elements with this, and it's super nice how that works. And some of those features in here just make it super simple to be able to use. And talking about the quick sampler, I think this is something that I use pretty regularly just with random sounds and for doing all kinds of sound design with my stuff. So for instance, I've got this little microphone here with a little grate. Or even just on my microphone itself with this grate. Let's do another instrument here with the quick sampler. We'll do mono. And we're going to do a recorder. And I'll set the input to be me. Check. Yeah, we're not monitoring myself. It's turned off, but let's do this. So I've got these sounds, which now we can come through if we want to, and use just a little bit of them if we want. And I think I'm going to put it in classic mode, or one shot, doesn't really matter too much. Let's close that and turn on the same follow tempo. So just using a little fingernail on my microphone, and we can come up with kind of like almost like a hi-hat type sound or something like that. We could, if we have other instruments, if we have anything we want, we can just really quickly record into here and turn it into an instrument across the entire keyboard. As an example of that, you could use your voice, for instance. I don't really sing well, but quick sampler, recorder. Let's set the input. La. Perfect, right? It's beautiful. So beautiful. There's a loop point in the middle now. La. 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 So I'm going to push. We can get all kinds of stuff. Let's do la. I don't know if we need to follow the tempo with this one or flex. La. La. Okay, so then we have three different things we just were sampling here. So let's take this one step further. And this is something I was just thinking just this moment, so I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. But I want to create a track stack, maybe. And I want to see if I can do... I've been curious about this, so we'll see if we can do this step sequence. Yes, we can. So C3. Okay, so on this individual track right here, I'm going to limit this to C3. And then on this one, I want to limit it to C4. We'll try that. So now when I'm doing this C3, let's do this one here to C4. And let's actually change that. That's going to be too high, so let's do D3. We'll change this one to D3. Yeah, I like that better. Cool. So now we're using this, the stuff we just got, with different quick samplers. We could do this in the sampler as well and just put them on different notes, but because I'm, talking about the quick sampler, I don't think we need to necessarily discount just using those independently. Let's see. Let's do note repeat. Just a few of these on here. And let's switch this one to C2. And limit that to C2. Okay, cool. So I'm just going through and getting the right. And then the final one. All of that stuff sampled right in front of your own eyes here. One of them taken from a record, one of them created with the microphone, my fingernail, the other one just created with my voice. But then we can build a whole song. How awesome would it be if we all made our music like this with things and elements from our own lives and experiences instead of always relying on, the presets or the basic patches that other people make for us. If you make an entire record with things that are meaningful to you, maybe the kick from that song, or maybe just things that we're creating with our own hands and mouths, I think that that would be awesome. I think that music would mean something different to us if we did this every once in a while. Okay, I just want to share this. I hope this was useful. I hope this was interesting. And yeah, make some sampled music.